Hello folks, welcome to Lester's Custom Truck Shop. John D H in New York. This is your Lescom LC2547. Wanted to show you the inside of the radio before I put all the covers and faceplate back on it. As you can see, there's your LC6404. It's installed on the right side of the radio. There's the upgraded input filter buffer. It's a 3300 microfarad now. There's also one underneath the LC6404. We can't see that, but it's also a 3300 microfarad for the voltage regulator. Okay. Also, see all those little blue diodes there? Those are Schottkys. So all of those green stripe germanium diodes were removed, and the blue Schottkys were installed in their place. Okay, next here is your 15 kilohertz wide 10.7 IF filter. Replace the 25 kilohertz wide filter. That cuts down on bleed over. Okay, I've done the improvements to the receiver and also the improvements to the transmitter. All right. There's your RFX 150 mounted out on the back. You can see I added Loctite to the studs to keep them from backing out. I've also added some paint to the screws up here that mount the board. And on this one, because you can't get a screwdriver behind it because of the power supply without taking half the radio apart, what I did was drill out a hole on the brackets that I have and used a nut on the back of the panel to hold that bracket in place. And you can see I got some paint on that to keep it from backing off. So it's mounted with two brackets, front and back. Okay, here's your TRBX3, your Echo. I think that about does the improvements. Of course, the Clarifier has been done, opened up. It slides about, what is it, almost 19 kcs, but you have the 10-turn Clarifier, so it's real easy to manage. All right, here's your PA control, which now stands for Power Amplifier. It controls the RFX 150 back here on the back. Your new blue displays, of course you'll see all that when I power it up. It has a white LED in the meter, which should last for a very long time. Okay, all right, let me get the covers put on it. We'll fire it up and I'll show you how it operates. More to come. Okay, one other thing I need to show you. Got the screws put in the cabinet now. I'm going to put the warranty label on here. This tape that's on the side of the cabinet is to keep these feet folded up because they have a tendency to fall down. Just grab this part I got folded over and you can peel it off on both sides. Okay, there's your RFX 150. Remember, this guy is a dummy. There's nothing hooked to him anymore. All your RF out comes out right there, with radio and without. And just remember, when you got power connected here, or you have power connected here, both of these power connectors are hot. Okay, so don't let anything else come in contact with them. Now, you can run the radio by itself off your AC power supply. That little power supply in there is only an 8.5 amp power supply. It will not run this guy. Okay, if you try to run him with that, you'll wind up burning up that little power supply. Okay, all right. One other thing, you guys that's been asking about the radio not being on eBay. I took it off of eBay because of the fees, but it is still available on the website. Okay, takes a long time to build these. They're very difficult to build, so that's why I took it off of eBay. eBay gets about $75 in fees. That combined with the fees from PayPal. Takes about $100 away from this, and I can't bill them for less than that. That's just too much. Okay. All right. So if you still want one, they are available on the website. Okay. More to come. Okay, you got the covers on it. Now I just got a couple of screws in it just to hold the covers in place. Okay, that's what it looks like, all lit up. There's a little bit of moisture in between the clear lens and the blue lens here. That's from putting the decal on. That will dry out. All right, now let me show you some functions of the radio. Of course, there's your echo. I'll show you how that works here in just a minute. I'll tell you what, let's just do a demo of power. Okay, we're on lower sideband, and I'm going to use my monitor radio. I've got it turned all the way down. I'd have to cut down the mic gain a little bit. Audio 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1 audio test. Okay. Audio hello 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1 audio test. You can see your radio is dead on frequency. It matches that 2970 N2 perfectly. That's on lower sideband. Okay, let me switch to upper side on both radios. And audio 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1 audio testing audio 1 2. We'll switch to AM, let you hear the AM audio. Audio 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1 audio test. Okay, I am on dummy load, guys, so don't freak out. Alright, now we're going to check out the echo. Audio hello 1 2 1 2 echo. That's the way the truck drivers run it. And now I'm going to turn the time up. Echo. 1 2. Okay. Now turn that off. And let me turn down the monitor radio. Let's turn on Talkback. Talkback 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Hello, Talkback. Okay. Talkback also works on sideband. Talkback comes from the modulation circuit, and right now you're looking at SWR. Let me put it on AM. There's the SWR reading with the amp off. There's the SWR reading with the amp on. Okay, I don't know if you can see that or not. Getting a hell of a lot of reflection in it. Here, let's try that. Amp on. Amp off. Okay, now, the most important thing I know you're worried about. Okay, here we are. Both meters have 100 watt slugs in them. Okay. Meter on the left is average. Meter on the right is peak. Right now I have the peak meter set for ×1. That's RF power all the way up. We got about 10 watts dead key. Audio, hello, audio. 1 2 3 3 2 1. And that's about 30 watts peak. Turn the talk back off. Okay, that's on AM. Now I'm going to turn PA on. Power amplifier, remember that. PA, power amplifier, the RFX 150. Dead key in almost 30 watts. Audio, hello, audio. And it's going over 100 watts. Let's flip that to ×2. We'll be reading off the top scale. Audio, hello, audio. 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. That's what? Roughly 135, 140 watts on AM. Okay, and then on sideband, let's see what it does on sideband. Audio, hello, 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. about 10 watts less on peak, but I get a lot more average power out of it. Okay, now let's turn the RF power all the way down. Go back to AM. You can see I dead key about 10 watts again. Audio, hello, hello, audio. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. That's on AM. That's with the amp on. I'm going to turn the amp off now. This is with the amp off. We've got about a 2 watt dead key. Audio, hello, hello, audio. That's with it all the way down. Now let's go to sideband. Hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audio. Got more average power than I do peak power on sideband. That's kind of weird. But alright, there's RF power all the way back up. Audio, hello, hello, audio. Amplifier is off. Audio, 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 1, 2. Oh hell, I forgot I'm on the ×2 scale. That might help. Audio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, test. About 30 watts on sideband. And let's see, what do I have on AM? About 30 watts peak. Okay. Alright. Squelch scan. If you've seen the video before, you know how it works. You set your squelch to where the radio is just squelched. Now I'm connected to the dummy load. But you switch to scan up, the radio will scan until it finds a signal. When it finds a signal, the squelch opens, and the unit does that. Just always remember, the first displayed channel is the last channel it was on before it got to this channel. Okay, that's because of the built-in delay that holds the radio on the channel if there's a conversation on there for just a few milliseconds. Alright, when it squelches again, it goes back to scanning. Okay, it'll also go down. It's the same thing going down. See, it says 47 and then it'll show 46. Okay. Alright. Now then, this button right here. This is the channel selector function button. Okay. When I press this button in, you see that little red light come on there. That means your channel selector now changes bands. By changing bands, I mean it changes 45 channels at a time. Okay? That's your lowest frequency. That's your highest frequency. Now up here, everybody's on the upper side. Oh, I'm sorry. That's your highest frequency. Okay? Now you notice there's a slight variation between the bottom channel and the top channel. See that last digit right there? When we roll back over, then see it wants to go down to 49. And that's because of inaccuracy of the 10.24 crystal in this radio. If it's just slightly off, then your channel spacing won't be exactly 10 kilohertz. It'll be 10.001 or some kind of crap like that. Alright. Now, these buttons down here. This one, oh, that's the top. Where you can see the screws, that's the top of the accessory box. Okay. Get it back out here. Hard to do all this stuff with one hand. Alright. This switch here on the far left hand side with the box up, turned up, and you notice the switches are kind of all set to the right. There's room for one more switch over here, but I didn't have a function for it, so I didn't install it. This is plus and minus 10. Makes the radio jump 10 channels at a time. Okay? Both up and down. This is favorite 1. To save a channel, you press it down. Okay? To get that channel, you flip it up. This is favorite 2. Let's say we want to save this channel. Press it down. See the display go off. Okay? Now, I've already got 38 programmed into this one. So we flip this one up and we're on 38. Let's say that we want to go to the other channel that we've got saved in there. You just flip the other one up and we're back down to that one. Okay? And I do have a decal to go on this button that says CSF. I will put that on there. What else do I need to tell you? Your ID plate has been mounted with a screw on the back of the radio, so you still have the ID plate. I think that's about it. Showed you these. You know that PA stands for Power Amplifier, which is your RFX 150. Roger Beep still works. I hate Roger Beeps. Everybody knows that. Oh, I need to show you the receiver. All right, let me switch to the dummy load, internal. And there's your S9 right there. Okay, that's on AM. Switch to lower sideband. There's your S9 on lower sideband. Okay. Let me turn that off. All right, now let's show you the clarifier. We're on channel 38 now. We're centered up on 385. I'm turning the clarifier clockwise. It's a 10-turn clarifier. Let me take the CSF off. This will almost go to the next channel up. So what's that? About not quite 9. It's 8.8 up. Let's go to see how far down it goes. In other words, you go way past the zeros. There's a 0 there, 0 down. Okay, we'll go down to 376. All right, so you got plenty of room to move around. Somebody says go down to 380, piece of cake. Just grab your knob and turn. And because it's a 10-turn clarifier, it makes it really easy to tune somebody in. You get back up here on 385 and switch over to an external antenna. And let me show you that. Got too many antenna switches. And what you know, there's nobody on the radio today. See if I can find somebody on AM somewhere. There's a little bit. That might gain RF gain all the way up. Let's see. I know where to go. Yeah. Now that's your Galaxy noise filter. A lot of people don't like this thing. I really like it. Now I really like it on sideband. A lot of amateur radios have a similar circuit. Hear that hissing noise? I got the tone all the way down. The white noise, the noise floor has been improved on this radio. I did my modification to it, but even that, you know, they're not Cobra or 142s, so. Listen to that. That's so much easier on the ears to listen to that. And I wish we could hear someone talking because they're clear as day. All right, I'll leave it turned off. And the PA is off. Roger Beep is off. That's off. Talkback is off. Okay. All right, John, D H, New York. I sure hope you enjoy your new radio. It was my pleasure to build it for you. 73s, everyone.